The game Fortnite added the new Power Rangers skins from the Mighty Morphin team, obviously because it is the most famous team, and this includes the 5 main members, but it also includes Tommy in his 2 most famous versions. I didn't talk about this event on the channel before because it was very famous worldwide news and I wasn't going to mention what everyone else has already mentioned everywhere, but I do want to analyze something very important with you. For a long time, we have seen the possibility of a reboot of the Power Rangers franchise, and although we already know a lot of information about this, there is something that no one knows yet. In 2017, they tried to reboot the franchise with a movie, but unfortunately, this movie was not successful at the box office, and although it had great style, this was not enough. The failure is something that many have not analyzed, and that is that, although in 2026 they are going to start creating the Power Rangers reboot, no one has asked about the possibility of this new universe failing. What would happen if this new universe also fails? What would be the next step if this happens? Since talk of the reboot began, fans have offered many good ideas about what the franchise owners could do to keep Power Rangers alive and prevent it from being buried in oblivion. One of these ideas was an animated series, and although many support this idea, the Power Rangers have always been a live-action series. Creating an animated series can take many forms, and this is what could pose a problem. This is where we have to talk about what the video game Fortnite has created, which is that the design of the Rangers skins has been spectacular. We must remember that the Power Rangers have come to this video game as part of Playmate's promotion of the new line of toys they have created, and because much of the new generation of children are unfamiliar with the Power Rangers, they have sought ways to reach this audience. That is why they have created the Fortnite skins, YouTube shorts, and many other things to create modern advertising. Although this is aimed at a child audience, the reality is that adults are also enjoying all this advertising because it reminds us of our childhood. This brings us to the next point, which is the evaluation of the success or failure of a Power Rangers animated series. If they manage to create an animated series, they must define the audience for which the series will be aimed, because if they use a team like Mighty Morphin, then adults will be very interested in watching this series. If they use the style they have created for Fortnite, then it could be a pretty epic animated series, as this more realistic design style brings us a little closer to the live-action style. An animated series has many advantages, as they can create more things without having a very high budget. Obviously, an animated series does not generate the same amount of money as a live-action series, although that depends on the fame of the series, as there are animated series that generate the same amount of money as any famous live-action series. Another advantage of an animated series is that they can create any location, which is excellent because sometimes producers cannot create certain locations because they cost too much money to create. For me, the most important advantage of an animated series is that they can revive any character because they don't need the actor, they only need a voice actor, and although the voices may not be the same as the original actors, at least we would have the physical appearance of the character. In the case of Mighty Morphin, for example, they can no longer make another live-action series with all the original actors because several actors have passed away, and this limits the character to having to wear the suit all the time, as happened in the special episode. Write in the comments if you would agree with an animated series, like this video, and subscribe for the Power Rangers reboot.